What's up? What's up? What's up, everybody? Put a one in the chat if you can see and hear me. Um, Damn, it seems hella bright still. I think because the shirt is like it's not white, but it's like a beige color, but it comes off white on camera. Hold on, let me. Okay, I think I like the way I had it before. So yes, I'm back at home. Shit, I lost all my money. I had to come back home, right? What's up, Denitra? What's up, Magical Mermaid? Who else we have here? What's up, Diamond? What's up, Lauren? Let's go ahead and play the intro and we'll get right into it, y'all. Thank y'all for welcoming me back. Happy to be back. Thank you, thank you, thank you. But let's get the show started. What's up, everybody? Welcome to a brand new episode of Talk the Real Deal with AT2. And yes, I'm your boy AT2. How everybody doing? How everybody living? How everybody feeling today? What's up? What's up, Miss Kitty Cat? What's up, Peaches? What's up, Joshua? Hello. Nice to see everybody. All right, come on in, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, all that good stuff. Before we get into everything, I know tomorrow I do want to go ahead and state that there's a lot of elections going on. Well, at least 4, but there's some elections going on tomorrow. So if you are in New York, Virginia, New Jersey, California, there's some elections that you need to pay attention to. So let me just start out the gate. So if you here in California, Prop 50, we need to gerrymander the shit out of California. So go ahead and vote yes on Prop 50. All right. I don't need to explain shit. Just vote yes. All right. So like I said, I don't get involved in other people's local politics because granted, it's none of my business and I don't live there. So I can't tell y'all how to vote. I can just give you my opinion, right? So let me go ahead and start out with this one. The New Jersey race for governor. I really don't know too much about the candidates except, kind of the standard Democrat, the standard Republican. But Jack, he ran in 2021, I believe, and he almost won. So this seems to be a tight race. Mickey Sherrill, she is the Democrat, so she is running. She's currently leading all the polls. So this is an important race for New Jersey. Shout out to everybody in Jersey. Then, of course, we got the New York mayor race. We got Curtis Saliwa, Andrew Cuomo, Zohran Mamdani. This is what I want to say about this. Honestly, don't care about any of those candidates. However, I will say this. I think it's crazy that Andrew Cuomo feels entitled to run. When he lost the Democratic nomination, he should have bowed out gracefully, but instead he wanted to run as an independent. I think that is bullshit. I think he should have just said, okay, I lost and that's it. I think also too, with him allegedly being a sexual assaulter, why would you want to invest or put anything behind him? And the fact that the Republicans are not even going with they're not even telling you vote for the Republican because they know that he has no chance in hell. They're saying vote for Andrew Cuomo. Now, I might question the way that Mamdani wants to come about doing his policies and shit like that. However, I think if you believe that, okay, let's just have a moral compass about some shit. Do you want to vote for the pervert or do you want to go vote for, someone you actually would want to work with? It's up to you, New York. I don't expect much from you New Yorkers, but make the right decision, y'all. And also, democratic socialism, it's not the same thing. They want you to think that it's going to become Russia. No. But then they like Russia. So I'm all like, okay, do you like them? Do you hate them? All right. And then we got this one, y'all. Winsome Sears, she is the lieutenant governor currently right now, versus Abigail Spanberger, I think that's how you say her name, Spanberger. I'm sorry. So Abigail is the Democrat. Winsome is the Republican. Now, what's funny about this is that, you know, for the party that says they don't like identity politics, they're running with identity politics. And so Winsome and these other Republicans are trying to call out Obama like, oh, you told black men to vote for the black lady last time. What changed? And this is Winsome, the candidate. She said, I remember when Barack Obama told black men to support candidates who grew up like us. So what changed, Barack? Really? Really? And so if you look on X, which X is the devil, there's just a whole bunch of people are like, yeah, Barack, you said vote for the black candidate. Why can't we vote for the black candidate? It's some kind of reverse psychology they're trying to do. Vote for who you want to. But, you know, I think it's going to be hard for someone like Winsome, who is a black woman, and Trump has not came out and endorsed you. The one black candidate, Trump hasn't came out and endorsed her. I find that kind of suspicious. Right. All right. So anyway, let's go ahead and get on to the title of the video. So Nicki Minaj is the new Jaguar Wright. You know, I've been avoiding talking about this topic for a long time. And the reason being is because one, I don't care. Two, I don't care. And three, I don't think there's no help in Nicki Minaj at all. I don't think there's no help in her. I think as far as Nicki Minaj, she doesn't have people in her corner to like sit her down and be like, hey, we losing the plot. The plot is long gone and over with. I don't know who, you know, all these different people are stealing money. The stylist is stealing money. The security guard, Ra Lee, stealing money. The only thing that, well, not the only thing, the thing that makes me leery about all that is that when you have the certain kind of money that Nicki has, you have accountants. And so the accountants would know, like, you know, they'll see the different money going different places, right? But you're telling me that this has been going on for a few years and you just now realize, like, I think your money is probably tied up in those. I don't know if you guys know, but Nicki owed like some taxes and shit like that. I think that's where her money is tied up at. Again, the designer could have stolen from her. You know, it's possible. Somebody probably got, you know, them a few items when they went personal shopping for her, something like that. If you want to include that, that's fine. But they're trying to say, oh, Rocnation sent these people. It's very Jaguar-esque. Very Jaguar-esque as far as, oh yeah, Jay-Z been trying to hold me down. He owed me money. He owed me this. And the thing is, she actually does have an argument when it comes to the title. Because I thought they had, when they were on stage signing that paper or whatever, I thought that was some kind of contract. Come to find out, that was just for show. So, you know, Nicki didn't make any money off the title sale. And it just seemed like all the deals, she hasn't gotten her fair shake. But I think that also comes with having knowledge of the business. And maybe you should have had your lawyer look over the paperwork. I think after the title deal was said and done, they said, oh, we can give you $1 million, which that ain't nothing to somebody like her. Now, for me, I'll take the $1 million, but for somebody like her, that's nothing because they claim to not had made money off a title. Which I don't know too many people who had title. Who had title? Like, I got Spotify. I don't have title. I have Spotify. And before then, I had Pandora. But I never had title. And I get Tidal was, well, it still is. Tidal is still a thing, you guys, but Tidal gives a more fair shake to artists where they get more money. So instead of getting like a penny every 10,000 songs, they would get like $1 or something like that. So it paid them more fairly. That's what it was supposed to be. I have Tidal, I ain't gonna lie. I never use. Let me ask y'all real quick. Okay, let's do a countdown. Have y'all ever used Tidal before? Yes or no? 30 seconds. Okay, so a few of y'all. Okay, I use my sisters again. Okay, I see where this is going. So we use somebody else's account. We used to have it, and then uninstalled it. Def God said I never heard a Tidal. Yeah, this is you know. I don't think about Tidal when I think of like where I can go for music and stuff like that. I just don't. So I do believe that it probably wasn't that profitable after they sold it. They probably had a lot of debt and a lot of people who they had to pay off. I feel like Tidal could be used to pay artists under the table and they can cook up numbers to match it. You never know. I do want to say that I do believe that Nicki has a point when it comes to like, the girls seem to be coming after her and stuff like that. And she feels that the industry is against her because, she was the leading female rapper for the longest time. She was leading for, at least a good 10 years, right? A good 10 years. I mean, there was a sprinkle here and there with some other girls, but she was the one mainly leading the charge when it came to female rappers for the last 10 years. And then, all these other women started coming up, but I wouldn't say they were able to replace her. They were going to replace her because Nicki actually has a fan base. I mean, I see some of y'all in here right now. She has a fan base. Nobody can take that away from her. I think Nicki probably feels that she should be given some of the same credit and accolades as the men. And she should, right? Because she has broken records. However, I think that's more of an argument with the way the culture is, more than like, I don't think her enemies should be the other female rappers. If anything, she should be going after the males. But hey, that's not how she thinks. Her and that Jay-Z thing, it honestly sounded like her. It sounded like she wanted to be with Rocnation, and because of whatever situation that they were in, she didn't get picked up by Rocnation, and now she got a chip on her shoulder. At this point, she got to get over it. I think burning that bridge with Rocnation or with Jay-Z was one of the worst things to ever do. And the thing is she actually had proof of all the stuff that she was saying, it'd be one thing. But it's like, the business deal was effed up or whatever, right? Okay, get it. But then you start pushing this is his child, the Ramir guy, and then you start pushing other things, conspiracies about what's up, Couture? You start pushing other conspiracies about Jay-Z and stuff like that. Again, it's very Jaguar-esque. This is Jaguar. The only difference is that Nicki Minaj, because she has relevancy, this is why people take it seriously, versus a Jaguar Wright. She did. She's mad. She's not with Rocnation. She used to call herself the female J, and she did. And that's where the whole pink print, because Jay-Z got the blueprint. So yeah. But like, I just wonder, like, were they ever like cool like that? Like really like hang tough? Like they were like, oh yeah, we homies, we close. Like what I've always known this about Hollywood, but I want to let you guys know a lot of these people are not like actual friends. You might see them at parties or see them at events, but these are like acquaintances and shit like that. They're not actually friends. It's more or less of what I can get out of you or how can I use you. That's how these relationships are in Hollywood. This is why you see everybody else dropping Diddy like a bad habit. Yeah, because they weren't his friends. Like they literally was around for the party and the glitz and the glamour and to be seen, but they were not friends. And that's how a lot of these people are. So if Nicki was under the impression that her and Jay-Z were friends, I'm sorry, no. Yes, until I see a receipt, I'm not buying it. Yeah, and that's the thing. And Couturbe, you said this perfectly. Like, it's all this information being thrown at us, but there's no like viable receipts. Like, if all these people are stealing from Nicki, one, where's the lawsuit? Put a 1 in the chat if you've seen a lawsuit. And then also, two, if everybody is stealing, has anybody been put into jail? Put a 1, you seen a lawsuit. Put a 2, anybody been in jail? I'm just waiting for one of those two things. Just like YouTubers. Yep, exactly. I need to see a lawsuit and I need to see somebody in jail. If I haven't seen nobody go to jail. And I guess she did a police report on the designer dude. What's the designer name? I forgot his name. But even then, I'm like, okay, well, anybody can file a police report, but is there proof? Now, this all kind of like came ahead when, Cardi B and Nicki Minaj was going at each other. Again, I didn't talk about it. I didn't comment on it, right? However, remember, it was something that Cardi said, and I'm just paraphrasing that she basically alluded to Nicki Minaj being schizophrenic, but also said, I know when you get high or whatnot, he like to use your credit card, I was under the impression she was talking about Kenny, her husband. I was under the impression that Cardi B was referencing the husband. I didn't think it was somebody in Nicki Minaj's camp that was doing it. Well, yeah, somebody in her camp, but I took it as Cardi was referencing the husband. Put a 1 in the chat, you thought she was talking about the husband. Put a 2 in the chat, you thought she was talking about somebody else. Because remember, she was all like, people leak information out and blah, blah, blah. Yes, she was. Yeah. And so instead, we about to go deep. We about to go deep with this. Y'all ready for this? Y'all ready for this shit? You know how women, oh Lord, I'm about to get in trouble. Women will, what's up, Lexi? Women will be in a relationship with a man that's not good for them. And instead of them flashing out and going off on the man, they will isolate themselves and take it out on everybody else. I think Nicki is blaming everyone else for her money troubles when it's the husband. I think a lot of the issues that Nicki is going through right now is because of the husband. And so right now she's in that denial stage, right? And you in trouble, make that listen. And here's the thing. And I hate to, I hate to beat up on women. I know they're gonna be like, hey, T2, you're not a woman. You can't say that. But women will make excuses for a man. They will. And I can only say from the standpoint of being the friend and then hearing, oh, he's doing me wrong, he's doing this and that, and you're like, okay, well, leave. Oh no, I can't do that. All right, then what the fuck you want me to do? You know, like this. That's what I think. I don't say that. I don't say that. That's what I think. And so Cardi definitely was referring to. Thank you, Couture Bay. Thank you. I'm gonna put your comment up so the barbs can eat you up and not me. All love the Couture Bay. Referring to Kenny, not the team. Like, how are you? How are they doing this? And she hasn't been anywhere since the Met Gala. Right. And like I said, when you have that kind of money, you have accountants and stuff like that. So all this money is being taken out and nobody is saying anything. Oh, thank you, Nikki. Yeah. All this money is coming out your account and nobody is saying nothing. And the Raw Ali thing, I never thought Nicki actually liked Raw Ali. I'm just gonna be honest. I think the only reason why she was cool with Raw Ali was because she put that knot on Cardi B's forehead. What's up, Pure T? That's the only reason why. She put that knot on her forehead and was all like, okay, we gotta be friends. But I don't think that Nicki actually ever liked Raw Ali. Probably didn't. So I think it's easy to throw a Raw Ali under the bus. Because who's a Raw Ali? Do we care about Raw Ali? No. Like, I remember Raw Ali was on Love and Hip Hop, and I think she sold shoes. That was her storyline. She sold shoes. Remember Basketball Wives Evelyn? She sold shoes too. Is shoes like a acronym or like a cover up word? I can't think of the word I'm trying to say, but like a pseudonym for like prostitution. Because who's buying shoes like that from a random ass store? Like, I think they would just go to, Gucci, Louis, Prada, they wouldn't go to like a Raw Ali shoe store. Like, who the fuck is going to Raw Ali for a shoe? Like, do she even got pretty feet? Like, does anybody go like, oh, I've seen some shoes that Raw Ali was wearing. I want to go to her. I want to go to her shoe store. Oh, the Remy. Yeah. I forgot about that. Ding, 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 ding. Yeah. It was the Remy thing. I think that's the reason why. Yep. It was the Remy thing. They were resell. See, exactly. Like, ain't nobody was buying like after Raw Ali put her big ass foot in there and stretched it out, you gonna want to buy her dust. I got big feet too, so I can make that joke. But after Raw Ali put her musty, crusty athlete foot in them big ass in them shoes and then stretched it out, you gonna buy her shoes then? That don't even make any sense. Why would you buy her shoes? I don't know. I don't make the rules. I know I'm going to hell for that, but y'all coming with me. Yeah, but other than that, I don't know what Raw Ali do. I don't know what she does. So that relationship never seemed genuine. So it seemed like it was easy for her to throw her under the bus. Like, who cares, right? I mean, is anybody coming to Raw's defense and being like, oh, no, that's not who she is? No, none of us care. It's kind of like, okay. And just kind of like with the designer guy. No offense, but I don't know who that designer guy is. Listen, y'all still ain't told me his name. I keep calling him designer guy. But yeah, whatever the designer guy name is, who is that? You just claim that he was sent by Rocnation. Do we know that for a fact? And why would Rocnation be giving you a stylist? Like, wouldn't you like get your own? DeAndre Tristan, thank you. Okay. Yeah, that whole scenario just didn't make any sense to me. That random stylist guy. It just seemed like, And then I also heard, and I don't know if I heard this from Couture, but like I guess like he only like designed her like a couple of times. It wasn't like they had like a long-standing working relationship. He like did a couple of things for her and that was it. But he's out stealing money. Right. You know, just like, and again, this is very Jaguar Wright-esque because Jaguar talks about all the Ricos that are going down. This should be a Rico. If all these people were, you know, aligned with you and like all was like in a some kind of he styled her for the, oh, that's what it was. Okay, that's what it was. But if all these people were in cahoots with each other and they over there stealing your money, that's a RICO. They should all go to jail. You know? Or was the money that you thought you were going to get from the Pink Friday 2 tour, you did not get it? Because that's a whole different other scenario. If the money that you thought you were going to get, you did not get. And this is why you really mad. Like, where are the lawyers? Why didn't they serve instead of talking about it online? Exactly. Why are we talking about it online? And I also didn't like how she, well, there's a couple of things I didn't like. But one, all of this is being done online. And then two, where, like, this is something like, okay, how'd you figure this all out? How'd you figure it all out? Like, did your accountant like where's the person to explain how all of this even happened? Like, where's the accountant to show like the dates and the withdrawals and, you know, money transferred here and there? Like, where is that information? Why can't we see that? She fired all those people, so Cardi T, listen, that's what it seemed like. And then also I want to add this too, because when Gucci Man and Keisha Kayor went on the Breakfast Club, she was dragging her talking about, oh, he's not schizophrenic and all this other stuff. And she was going off on the people on the Breakfast Club and she just seemed so angry. And it's all like, okay, well, are you suffering with a little schizo? Because you seem very erratic. Now, we don't like to make fun of people and their mental health and shit like that. But are you okay? Are you okay? Because I can definitely believe mental illness over believing that she's like a crackhead. It could be a mixture of both, but you know, there's some kind of depression, anxiety, bipolar, right, Verona, bipolar, schizo. I think she got a whole bunch of shit that she needs to, you know, figure out and work out. Um, this I wasn't too upset about. I just honestly didn't care because one, she's not a citizen. She's a legal immigrant. I'm sorry to put it like that, but we got to be honest about a few things, right? The whole when she was like capping for Trump because the whole in Nigeria there are Christians being killed. And it's not the Nigerian government. It's like a group of vigilante terrorists. Like it's some crazy shit going over there in Nigeria, right? And so she was praising Trump or whatever. Okay. The only thing that I don't like is how, you know, she was trying to come at Jay-Z for not sticking up for Kamala. Oh, why wasn't he supporting Kamala and all this other stuff? And it was like, well, were you out there trying to tell people to vote for Kamala? Like, but again, you're not even a US citizen. So you can't vote. So why does that even matter? And I just think, like, you'll just see like these random celebrities just come out and say something, but it's all like, okay, when people aren't getting their SNAP benefits, are you saying anything about that? When people are losing their jobs, are you saying anything about that? All these people who are being furloughed, all these people who are still working in the federal government who are not getting checks, are you saying anything about that? Oh, thank you, Lady Letitia. I appreciate that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Like, are you like, are you saying anything about that? Mm, thank you, Bijou. Like, I just want to know, are you saying anything about that kind of stuff? So it's all like, okay, we pick and choose what we want to talk about. If you want to be apolitical, then don't say anything. That's how I feel about it. And that goes for the Snoop Dogs, the Kardashians, that go for all of them. If you want to be apolitical, okay, then be apolitical. Um, mm, 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 you know, and by the way, I'm not xenophobic or anything like that. I'm not one of those people all like, oh, deport them all. I'm not like that. But, it's very interesting how you have certain groups of people that don't mind sticking their nose in business where it don't belong. But then she made fun of Cardi B for speaking out. When she went out there and spoke at Kamala's rally, she made fun of Cardi B. And Cardi B was literally right for what she was doing. Oh, Megan Thee Stallion was out there twerking and doing all this. But she also was talking about reproductive rights. Megan Thee Stallion also been to the White House talking about women's rights, talking about DV, domestic violence, and all that. So, like, they had a presence there Megan had a presence there at the White House before. Also, Beyonce. Okay, well, at least she was out there speaking. At least she said something. Do I think celebrity endorsements really matter? No, I don't think they matter because they live a whole different lifestyle. But at least they're saying something. Like, if you're just choosing to be quiet, but then you want to come out with some bullshit later on, like, get out of here with that. Like, seriously, get out of here. We don't want to hear that shit. And I know there's this whole other element because, a lot of the Barbs are gay men and they feel like, how can you support him when he's taking away rights and stuff like that? Listen, I say this. If you like her for her music, then you like her for her music. But you know what type of time she was on. Because I remember something, and y'all gonna get mad at me, but I gotta say it. Remember when her husband was on Queen Radio and he said something to the fact like, yeah, all them maggots. I don't get down with all them maggots. And he was using the word that start with F, but I'm using maggot. Remember that? Or am I the only one who remember? I'm not even a barb or anything like that. But do y'all remember that? Or did I make that up? Couture Bay, don't leave now. Where you at, Couture Bay? I know I didn't make that up, but he was using the maggot word, like, oh yeah, them maggots and them maggots, and them maggot ass, Oh, y'all want to get quiet? Harris would be right one. Only mistake she made. I don't think she went to Jamaica or South Africa. I know she went to Ghana. Yeah. What's up, Princess? Celebrities definitely have influence. Yeah. I'm not saying they don't have influence, but I'm just saying, like, in the majority, it doesn't matter about the celebrity endorsements. Y'all, let me see if I can pull this up. Kenneth. Okay. This is not the one. Let me see. Hold on. Okay. No, it was like on Queen Radio, and he was like going off on some kind of rant. Okay, let me see this one. Okay, let's watch this video together. And shout out to this creator. I don't know.
Today, we're diving into the recent drama surrounding Nicki Minaj and her husband, Kenneth Petty. A recent live stream left many of Nicki's fans, especially her LGBTQ plus supporters, feeling disappointed and upset. Let's break it down. So here's what happened. On Friday, August 30th, Nicki Minaj and her husband, Kenneth Petty, went live on social media. The conversation started off lighthearted, with Nicki encouraging her fans not to let anyone steal their joy. But things took a turn when Kenneth Petty jumped in with a comment that rubbed many the wrong way. He said, quote, "That's right, especially little or fuckboys." As you can imagine, this didn't sit well with a lot of people.
Don't you let anybody or anything steal your motherfucking joy.
That's right.
Especially Nicki's LGBTQ plus fan base. Fans quickly took to social media to express their outrage over Kenneth's.
Okay, that's just one of the clips, but I swear there was a clip like on rape. Anyway, my point is that she don't care about you little maggots. She don't care. She don't give a damn about you little maggots. Y'all out there fighting, windmilling for her. She don't give a damn about y'all. It's all about her. That's my point. All right. Moving on. So we are going to talk about KenBarbie. I don't think I've ever talked about KenBarbie on my channel, but it came on my feed on X where he basically getting chin checked. And I was all like, wow, like somebody like him who's an easy target. And I didn't realize how small he was, but somebody like him should definitely walk around with security, and especially if you can't fight, get you some security. Here we go.
Please stop. Y'all don't know each other. Watch it. Y'all don't know each other. Watch him out. Watch him out. Y'all don't know each other. Y'all don't know my mother. Watch him out. Y'all don't know my mother. Just move it. Stop. Watch him out. Watch him out. Watch him out. Watch him out. We have peace in her. You know that. You know that. You don't. You drawn him. You drawn him. You drawn him. You got to come down. You got to come down there. You drawn him. Come down. You know that the Marines is out here, yo. Yes, come on.
He did all that, and Nicki Minaj's husband think that he's a maggot. All right, have at it. You know, it's just weird. Okay, a few things. KenBarbie, you talk a lot of shit on the internet. And here's the thing. Let's be honest. All of us on the internet talk shit. It's our job, right? But I think at the end of the day, it ain't safe for you to walk around alone, and especially not have anybody there with you. Because this definitely could have got a little ugly. This definitely could have went a whole nother way, and you would have got touched. Not a little just chin, under the chin, a little chin. No, you probably would have got your ass beat. I hope now you're walking around with security. You're walking around with protection. You being a Cardi B blogger and stuff like that, that's cool. But again, and I talked about Nicki, now I'm gonna talk about Cardi. These celebrities don't be caring about y'all like that. They don't. They don't give a damn. If you push whatever narrative they want, they love you. But do they really love you? Cardi B got you out here by yourself. She ain't got you with security or nothing. And granted, some people might feel like AT2, that's not her responsibility to make sure that he's good and make sure that he's protected. Shit. All that dick writing y'all doing, y'all ain't getting like... So, if I'm understanding correctly, these bloggers be dick writing for free. And you can have your favorites. You can be biased to people. We're all biased, right? But we all are out here just dick riding for free like that? To where somebody is approaching you at the club and you ain't got nobody with you. I mean, luckily Pikachu was there, but shit, Pikachu didn't even do like his shock attack on him and shock him. Like Pikachu was struggling to like hold him back. And I bet you anything, that whole confrontation was about Cardi B and Nicki Minaj. That's probably what the confrontation was about. At the end of the day, some stupid shit that don't matter in real life. This is what it's about. Ooh, I'm gonna even go one step a little further. Because AT2 don't give a fuck and he's a king. But Tasha K. I think Tasha K is playing a dangerous game, putting all her eggs into Nicki Minaj's basket. Nicki can call you on the phone, she can tell you whatever. But don't be surprised if Nicki turns around and blames you for God knows whatever. Obviously not stealing money from her, but blames you for something. Don't be surprised. I would not hang my hat on that at all. I see that getting very ugly in the near future. I thought that was going to be an unpopular opinion. Hold on. We about to do a 30-second countdown. Shut up. It's my goddamn show. We do 30-second countdowns around here. Put a 1 in the chat. Or no, just answer yes or no. Do you think Nicki Minaj will turn on Tasha K? Yes or no? Wow. So that's not an unpopular opinion. I thought definitely y'all be like, oh, AT2, you crazy, you this and that. Yeah. And here's the thing. I don't know if Tasha is doing it like to troll Cardi and stuff like that. there's so many other ways you can troll Cardi, Tasha, but aligning yourself with Nicki and thinking that it's going to be some kind of, listen, you are playing with fire. Would you trust what Jaguar Wright is saying? Because Nicki is the new Jaguar Wright. Ronnie, you agree too? Okay. Would you trust her if she was Kanye? Because Jaguar Wright, Nicki, and Kanye, they give me the same kind of vibe. All three of them, they give me the same kind of vibe. I don't see no difference. No daylight between them. What's up, City Girls? No daylight between them. Definitely give me the Kanye, Jaguar Wright, and Nicki special. I like to see all three of them locked in a room together. Nicki called rap girls and Tasha Cobb some do anything bitch. What? If Tasha Cobb's a gospel lady? Oh, the Trinity of Hell. Wow. Like, these are obviously three people that are suffering from something. Now, I'm not a doctor, so I can't name what it is, but these are three people that are suffering with something. I don't know what it is. You pick your poison, whichever one you want, but it's three people suffering from something. And we're just going to hang our hats that these people are telling the truth, or let's keep it on subject. We're going to put our hats on this and trusting that Nicki Minaj is telling the truth and she knows all. And listen, Nicki Minaj can be a cool person in real life and all that stuff, but there's so many times that people will try to push stories onto you and try to make you say things. This seems like Nicki always wanted a spokesperson. And right now, Tasha K is her spokesperson. She wanted her a KenBarbie. Damn, we going there. We going there. Just like Cardi B got KenBarbie, she got Tasha Barbie. She got Tasha Barbie. So now it's Tasha Barbie, and now, you know, she telling Tasha all this stuff, but can we believe that it's true? Do we know this for a fact? And again, the only reason why y'all treating Nicki like she got some sense is because she's relevant. But again, if this was Jaguar Wright saying the same exact shit, which some of it parallels, some of it matches, you know, what they both say, y'all be like, oh, this bitch crazy. But because it's Nicki Minaj, y'all don't think she crazy. But I replaced Nicki Minaj's name with Jaguar Wright, y'all be like, oh, no, something ain't right about that. Listen, I'm not here to give y'all the most popular opinion. I'm just here to give you my opinion, and that's my opinion. I know, I'm always starting some. Listen, I try to shut up, y'all, but I gotta say, I feel like people don't be saying the shit that needs to be said, you know? People want to go along to get along, and you got to be honest. And thank you, City Girls. I appreciate that. Thank you for the super sticker. You got to be honest. Well, specifically about everybody stealing money from her, I don't think it's everybody. I think it's probably just one. And I don't think, you know, who taking money from her is coming from outside the house. I think it's coming from the inside. And it's not Papa Bear stealing the money. So y'all take it for, hey, it could be a nanny. I don't know. But, you know, it seemed like it's coming from inside the house. You know how you project onto people? I'm getting a lot of projection. A lot of projection right now. The call is coming from inside the house. It ain't outside the house. It's coming from inside the house. Have you know when you watch a horror movie, how like the killer is is like the dad, really, and you think it's like somebody from the outside, but really it's the dad. That's what vibe it gives me. The killer is within inside the house. It's not coming from the outside. And I think because these are people who are unfavorable, like the Tristan guy, like Ra Ali, it's easier to believe that they are doing something, but there is no proof that they actually did anything. And listen, if there's any barbs out there who got proof, show it to me. I'm not too big to come on my channel and be like, hey guys, I got the receipts. Here they are. I'm sorry. I apologize. But as of right now, I don't see any receipts. Concrete receipts. I'll say that, concrete. What I'm seeing is just words. All I'm seeing is words. And my warning to Tasha, again, I can't tell her anything. I don't have like a relationship like that to tell her anything, but I would walk away slowly. Still take the phone call, still talk to her like, oh yeah, girl, oh yeah, you know, drink your wine and all that, do all that stuff with her, but don't report on anything that she tell you. You all like, oh, I couldn't fit it into the show. I would lie. Oh, I can't fit it into the show. Just say that. Back away slowly. Don't make a public statement. Just back away slow. Don't do it. That's my advice for Tasha. You know I'm the godfather of YouTube, so I'm able to share experiences and tell things. So you know. That's what I'm here for. But anyway, y'all, I'm gonna go ahead and end the show right there. We talked about the upcoming elections going on. Vote tomorrow, you guys. New Jersey, New York mayor race, Virginia. Then we got California. I'm here in Cali. Vote yes on Prop 50. Tasha K and these people acting stupid at their big age. Oh damn, what happened? Hold on. V Goddess, don't be weird in my chat. Don't get cussed out. I don't want to cuss you out right now. Tasha K, super big age, 20 something new, 20. Oh, damn, Benita, you going in like that? What's the truth face? How you doing? You know what? Let me go ahead and drop the link. Before we get out of here, I'll drop the link and see if anybody want to come on and say anything. We got your back. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah. Yeah, Barbs, come on up. If any Barbs feel, you know, some kind of way about what I was saying and they want to cuss me out, okay. All right. Listen, I'm already depressed. I done lost all my money at the casino, so you can't say anything. You can't say anything that's going to hurt me. Like, yeah. Trust me. I've already been hurt. The damn machine broke my heart. Man, I couldn't hit like no good run. Like them bonuses wasn't hidden. Like nothing was hidden. I was so mad, y'all. Ugh. Yeah, dang is right. More like damn. I got no sympathy. Oh, okay. Okay. We don't have any Barbs in here. Okay. All right, y'all. I'll just go ahead and end the show. I love y'all. Thank y'all for watching. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. But we out. Deuces.